Sonible Pure Unmask is out, and it's on sale for a limited time for $29 instead of $49 at Plugin Boutique. Use my affiliate link to get the deal. And Pure Unmask is promising to clean up clashing frequencies between tracks in your mix, or masking as it's known in mixing terminology, allowing things like your vocal and kick drum to shine. But does it work? And how does it stack up to competition like the legendary Trackspacer? Let's get right to it. But first, please like, subscribe, and share, and watch to the end. It really helps the channel. And use my Plugin Boutique affiliate link on screen or in the description to grab this and other crazy deals. Longtime viewers will know that Sonible's products are no stranger around here, and I've reviewed the Pure line in previous videos. Check them out over here. And now there's a new welcome addition, Pure Unmask. Unmask is intended for when you have a great mix going, but you start losing a track due to something else taking up the same dominant frequencies. Typical culprits are the kick drum and bass, or guitars and vocals. Let's check out some examples. I've created a worst case scenario mix here, where I have a low kick drum with a long decay time, and a low sub bass that also has a long decay and dominates the same frequency range. The kick and the bass are really fighting for frequency range. This is where Pure Unmask comes in, and it's dead simple to use. We want the kick drum to duck the bass, so we insert Pure Unmask on the target bass track and sidechain the kick drum signal into the plugin. Every DAW handles this a bit differently. Check your instructions if you don't know how. So you sidechain in the signal and then you choose your source. And here we have kick, so we'll choose that. And then you need to train Pure Unmask on what the incoming signal is. We'll select kick here, but if you're ever in doubt, you can just stick with universal. We'll play it and it analyzes. And then voila! Pure Unmask has chosen what it thinks are the most effective settings to get a transparent ducking of the signal based on the track's respective frequencies. So yeah, this is pretty subtle. Let's bypass. Right, so that definitely sounds better. You can hear that it's removing some subs from the bass line, which is a good move. Something has to give when two signals have this much low end together. And you can raise the amount if you want more ducking. I actually like it at the higher setting. You can hear a lot more of the subs in the kick now. Again, this is a problem that could be fixed with simply choosing more contrasting kick and bass sounds. But hey, this is solving the problem. A quick way to increase the intensity of the ducking is by changing the resolution setting. Basically, low resolution means broader unmasking, working with fewer frequency bands for a more audible effect. As you can hear, it really thins out the bass. But you can use the boundaries here to further tailor the response. More on that in a second. At any time, you can double-click to get the default settings back. Meanwhile, higher settings give you more bands and a more transparent effect. I find usually the default settings are best, but adjust to taste. As I mentioned, you can further tune the ducking by using the bandwidth boundary controls to control processing. Right now the ducking is happening between 22 Hz and 262 Hz, but you could add more subs back to the bass signal by removing processing below, say, 60 Hz. or you can increase the processing up in the mids. Up to you. This can really help you carve out the best sidechain ducking in a very detailed way, and you can always recover pure Unmask settings by double-clicking the parameters. Lastly, there's the speed setting. This is kind of like the attack and release times on a compressor, except the effect time gets faster at higher settings, which can tighten up the response time. I find it's usually fine at its default setting, but can be great for really tuning in your ducking. At the high setting, it's only just letting in the kick and letting the bass still develop its sustain. Yeah, that's more transparent. Let's try it on a vocal in a crowded rock mix. In this genre, I want the guitars loud and in your face, but they fight with the vocals, and they want to be front and center too. Let's see if Pure Unmask can clear this up. So I'll insert Pure Unmask on the guitar track as we want the vocal to duck the guitars. Select the vocal, analyze. Oh wow, okay, that's more dramatic than the 808 test. Pure Unmask is really saying to me, hey, you got too much going on in the same frequency range, which, fair enough. Let's solo the vocal and the guitars. Gonna bypass. This is a little drastic for me. It's really scooping out the mids of the guitars, and I'm losing some of the bite. I can play with the unmasking mount to reduce the intensity. Plus, I can move around the boundaries to let some of the guitar's natural... Plus, I can play around with the boundaries to let some of the guitar's natural mid... Plus, I can play around with the boundaries to let some of the guitar's natural mid-range back in. I think most of the clashing was coming from the muddy low mids on the guitar anyway. There, that's better. Even at moderate settings, Unmask is doing a lot here, and that's good. You probably don't want to go too heavy with this kind of effect. It's doing some pretty strong spectral processing. A little goes a long way. Just for fun, let's see how Pure Unmask compares to the competition. First, the legendary Waves Factory Trackspacer. This was the first plugin to introduce multiband sidechain ducking to the market many years ago, and it's arguably the industry standard. I'll insert it and add the sidechain. Oh, okay, that's pretty strong too. The great thing about Trackspacer is no waiting. It doesn't need to analyze the input signal, it just immediately starts subtracting the target from the input frequencies. I love not having to wait, but I would say this sounds rougher than Pure Unmask. But if I adjust Trackspacer's boundaries and response times, I can get it pretty close. I love how immediate Trackspacer is, but keep in mind it's usually $59 and Pure Unmask is $29 during the intro pricing, $49 regular. Another interesting competitor is Focusrite's Fast Reveal, which uses Sonible's tech to unmask tracks. Let's see how it sounds. Yep, sounds virtually the same as Pure Unmask. But the neat thing with Fast Reveal is you get more controls. You can choose from light, medium, balanced, and heavy processing for quick changes. You can change the amount of ducking. And in the detailed section, you can change the resolution of processing from 1 up to 64 bands of resolution. And you've also got the same speed control over here, so you can change how quickly it responds. Basically, this is the deluxe version of Pure Unmask. As far as I can tell, it's virtually identical, but lists for $89 normally. But sometimes you can get the entire Fast Bundle for even less than that, so keep an eye out for sales. And I love the Fast Bundle, you can check out my review over here. If you're having trouble balancing some tough tracks in your mix and you want a quick, easy, and dedicated solution right now, grab Pure Unmask while it's on sale. And it's still competitively priced normally. While I love Trackspacer's immediacy and Fast Reveal's more detailed controls, you get the same results from Pure Unmask at a small price with easy controls. Definitely check this out and use my affiliate links to support the channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. I love hearing from you. Until next time, mix well.